Good day everyone, I am Kit Adrian C. Soyko and I'm tackling about CMO 3-2022. Section 2, Administrative Provision. Goods transfer and examination. Goods bound for a CBW must undergo mandatory non-intrusive inspection at the ports of discharge unless placed under an alert or selected for full examination. They are allowed immediate to transfer to the CBW where the final 100% physical examination will be conducted. Banded goods have maximum storage period of 1 year and 3 months for perishable goods. Prohibited goods, generally the importation of finished goods for warehousing is prohibited except when they are intended to be component in a manufacture for another finished product for export. Withdrawal of banded goods for local consumption or domestic sales is strictly regulated, requiring the district collector's approval and payment of duties and taxes. Common Custom Banded Warehouse. The order sets strict rules for CCBWs. Only the mother warehouse is issued the authority to operate, and a manufacturer-exporter can only be accredited to the one mother CCBW. In essence, Section 2 centralized control over the movement, processing, and disposition of banded goods to ensure customs revenue protection and regulatory compliance. In Section 10, lodgement and filing and processing of goods declaration for the transfer of goods to CBW. This section deals with the entry of goods into the custom banded warehouse. The primary document used is Goods Declaration for Warehousing, WSAD, to formally declare the imported goods that are intended to be placed under the customs banded warehouse, thus suspending the payment of duties and taxes upon arrival. And the second one is Goods Declaration for Transit, TSAD, to formally declare goods that are transported under the customs control from the port of discharge to the CBW, ensuring proper monitoring of movement. Section 11, Withdrawal of Banded Goods. Goods Declaration for Consumption to facilitate the withdrawal of banded goods from the CBW, local or domestic. This declaration is lodged for the payment of corresponding duties, taxes, converting the imported goods into pre-circulation goods. Request, application, withdrawal, transfer. To formally request the secure approval from the district collector for any withdrawal or transfer of bandaged goods, which serve as a control measure to ensure all conditions are met. Section 12. Direct importation of banded goods. Goods Declaration for WSAD to formally enter the goods into warehousing procedure directly upon importation, allowing the importer to avail the duty of tax suspension privilege while the goods are stored processed within the CBW. Section 18. Suspension and closure of CBW. A CBW can be suspended or closed by the district collector for various reasons, including filing an application for renewal with false information, being inactive in 1 year, failing to secure proper forms for withdrawal or disposal of goods, unauthorized withdrawal of imported goods or finished product, allowing the use for CBW for illegal activities, unauthorized structural changes or relocation to warehouse, any other violation of customs rules and regulation including Section 1422 of the CMTA. The closure process. Immediate takeover. Upon issuing the closure order, the warehousing office seals and puts the CBW under guard within 24 hours. The customs office conducts a complete inventory of all raw materials and finished product. The CBW operator must immediately surrender all seals, records, and documents. All goods are turned over to the custody of the collector for safekeeping, with the operator covering all security expense. Any unpaid warehousing supervision fees must be collected before closure. The closure for the CBW does not absolve the CBW operator of any accountabilities or liabilities arising from its previous operation. And now we are going to tackle about penalties for violation. Unauthorized withdrawal or transfer of goods to another CBW or free zone. First offense, duties, taxes, charge on goods withdrawn plus surcharge of 50% of duty and taxes. Second offense, same as first offense plus suspension for 6 months. Third offense, same as first offense, closure of CBW. Withdrawal is attended with fraud, even first offense, duties, taxes charged on withdrawn plus surcharge of 50%. Due and unpaid duties, taxes, custom fees, closure of CBW. Operator who makes such mischarge of baggage unlawfully removed are punished under Section 1422 of CMTA. Unauthorized relocation of CBW, closure of CBW, change of layout, first offense, suspension of warehousing and privilege for 6 months, second offense, closure of CBW. Unauthorized structural change of the CBW and or its extension warehouse, first offense, suspension of warehouse privilege for 6 months, second offense, closure of CBW. Penalties for late filing of application for renewal ato 61 to 90 days before expiration, 150,000 pesos. 31 to 60 days before expiration, 200,000 pesos. 1 in 30 days before expiration, 250,000 pesos. Suspension of the CBW operator. Penalty for late exportation, 1 in 30 days from expiration of storage period is fined by 10,000 pesos per entry. 31 to 46 is 20,000 per entry. Beyond 45, deemed abandoned, considered to auction. Penalties for violation. Penalty for late submission of documents for liquidation of goods, declaration for warehousing. 1 in 30 days from expiration, 5,000. 31 to 60 days, 10,000. 61 to 90 days from expiration, 15,000. Beyond 90 days from expiration, 20,000 plus penal amount of bond. Penalty for late submission of documents for cancellation of warehousing bonds, 31 to 60 days, 55,000 or 2% of bond. 61 to 90 days from expiration, 10,000 pesos or 5,000 bond. Persons unlawfully removing merchandise or baggage. Anyone who removes or transports merchandise unlawfully from a warehouse or aids in such removal shall be punished under Section 1422 of CMTA. Breach of importation by surety company. The Bureau may file against importer or surety company for breach or ban to take action importation pursuant to CMTA with penalties on existing regulation, fines, and surcharge. Violation of any provision. Any delinquency not specified is subject to penalty provided in Section 1430 on the CMTA. And that's all. Thank you.